The choice is yours.
Fans pick the music on my Fab Four.
On the Beatles channel.
I'm Beatle fan Kenny from Huntington Beach, California. You know, I think we all agree the Beatles were unmatched as songwriters, singers, personalities, world changers, really. But as a professional musician, I'm constantly blown away by how incredible these cats were as pure musicians. So my Fab Four focuses on a particular song that highlights each of the Fab Four's strengths, and in one case, two strengths at the same time. Let's start with John and All My Loving. What a guitar player John was, and his rhythm guitar part in this song is really unexpected and unique. Instead of playing chords on the backbeat, for example, something like chunk, 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 he's playing tripleted notes that sound like this. What that does is it forces the song to move forward. It gives it a sense of movement. Now, in contrast, Paul's playing a very laid-back walking bass line with lots of space. So you put together John's aggressive guitar pushing the song ahead and Paul's relaxed bass pulling the song back, and you create an amazing tension and energy in the song. It's no wonder we all want to get up and dance when we hear it. So here's All My Loving featuring John's brilliant rhythm guitar, and get up and dance if you wanna. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. That was All My Loving. And this is Kenny from Huntington Beach, California. They'd only let me pick 4. So today I'm playing my Fab Four on Sirius XM, the Beatles channel. Okay, let's talk about Paul McCartney. We musicians agree the man is an alien from another world. He's literally a virtuoso on multiple instruments. So my choice for Paul is Taxman, which ironically was written by George. Paul's a dual threat here. First, just listen to that bass. Paul plays the verses and choruses with this really tight but wide open bass line that locks down Ringo's kick drum beautifully. But in the bridge, beginning with If You Drive a Car, Paul lays down this funky cluster of notes. And it brings to mind, to me, James Jamerson, who played bass for Motown and helped define the Motown sound. Paul talked about Jamerson as an influence, so that makes sense. But hold on a second, Paul's not done. He plays that ferocious lead guitar solo that makes the hair stand up on the back of my neck every time I hear it. And it was so good, they reworked the end of the song to repeat it. So here's Taxman featuring dual threat Macca on bass and lead guitar.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
That was Taxman. And this is Kenny from Huntington Beach, California. And today, they only let me have 4. So I'm playing my Fab Four on Sirius XM, the Beatles channel. Now, on to George Harrison. There are a lot of songs that showcase George's creativity and dexterity on the guitar. But his song Something exemplifies George as a fully rounded musician. First, George's generosity and unselfishness here is really obvious, and what I mean by that is he simplifies the rhythm guitar part to get out of the way of Paul's one-of-a-kind bass line. George is playing for the song, not for himself. That's what real musicians do. A great solo isn't how many notes, but it's the space in between them. And my God, George says so much here with these notes. It's so ethereal and fragile, but at the same time, it's really reassuring, like speaking with a lover or a friend who's telling you, you know what, it's all gonna be okay. You know, in my first band at age 16, I told a bandmate that George's solo sounded like an angel whispering in my ear. I got laughed at, but I stand by that statement today. Here's the beautiful song Something, featuring George Harrison. That was Something on Sirius XM, the Beatles channel. I'm Kenny from Huntington Beach, California, and man, it's been a dream come true for me to play my Fab Four for you today. Now, last but certainly not least, let's take a listen to the Beatle backbeat builder, Ringo Starr. You know, there isn't a working drummer alive who doesn't know Ringo and how he changed the approach to playing the drum kit. Ringo's style is instantly recognizable. So I'm picking She Said, She Said as the song that proves he's a drummer for the ages. First, What Ringo calls his funny little fills, those are ridiculously complex, and they sit right in the pocket. They're outside of normal 1, 2, 3, 4 time. Here's what I mean. A normal drummer would play this. Boom, duck, boom, boom, duck, boom, duck, digga, 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 dick. Ringo would play boom, duck, boom, boom, duck, doom, duck, doom, boom, boom, boom. I mean, he swings. Just listen to his first fill into John singing She Said. It's perfect. It's effortless, but it's very complex, and they're everywhere in the song. And you know, Ringo doesn't play hi-hat on the song either. So everything feels really loose and less constrained. And obviously, Ringo's sense of time is impeccable. When the song moves to the bridge, it shifts into a 3/4 or waltz time. But Ringo keeps propelling the song forward by pushing the beat on the snare drum and then drops right back into 4/4 for the verse. He's one of a kind, our Ringo. And here he is with She Said, She Said.
The next My Fab Four could be yours.
Go to myfab4.net and sign up for the chance to play your favourites